Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, and a sincere salutations to the hopeful elect, the Tabernacle of David, you Akim pushing his truth to the four corners of the earth, and all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also a healthy shalom to the few Aqua who are listening and learning. And Lord's willing, this lesson be edifying. So I just want to touch on how America, Babylon the Great continues to lose its hegemony. And when I say hegemony or hegemony, however you want to pronounce it, it just simply means leadership or dominance, especially by one country or a social group over others. For a long time, America has been the dominant country of the world and has abused its power, has weaponized its currency, and all these things are coming back to bite it in the ass, so to speak. So they just had the BRICS summit not too long ago, and this is from off of X, formerly known as Twitter. It says 13 countries have formally received BRICS partner status and the final step prior to membership of the group. Now, no coincidences that Turkey is on the top of this list. Now, we know that Turkey is what? A NATO member or NATO ally, all right? So it says, in the aftermath of the Second World War, Turkey made an historic choice of siding with the free world and the Western Bloc. This policy was led Turkey to become a member of NATO on February 18th, 1952. So as you can see, allies, supposed allies of America, Babylon the Great, you know, which their pact, you know, is signed in ink. It doesn't matter because these nations see the writing on the wall. They see who's next in line in their minds to sit on the throne. Okay? So I'm going to go to my good old friend, George, and let him speak a little bit.
Why is it significant?
Well, it's the beginning of a new world, I think. It's the Bretton Woods of the 21st century. It's the beginning of new financial, economic, and even political structures which will greatly influence the lives of the vast majority of the population. Probably not ours in Britain. We'll be quite late to the party, I think. But given that half the world is already in BRICS, that BRICS already is bigger than the G7, the so-called giant seven economies, it's axiomatic that our children and children unborn are going to feel the benefits of Kazan 2024.
Ukraine might see this very differently, of course. You say influence the lives of people.
So I'm going to stop it right there. But you heard what he said. And everything he said is 100% true. And these other nations, these allied NATO members, they also see exactly what's taking place. America, Babylon the Great is falling. Okay? It's losing its power and it's trying so desperately to grasp onto it. All right? So where I want to go. Let's get Revelation chapter 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou saw upon the beast. And the 10 horns represents the EU nations, European Union, and the beast is made up of NATO. All right? And the EU. NATO for its military might and the EU for its financial might. And America is that whore that sits upon the beast and controls the direction of the beast, makes the beast do her biddings. You know, if she wants to take over your country, you know, she can put tariffs on you. She can march in there with NATO and just take it. A plethora of different ways how she uses this beast. But she has a rude awakening. This beast is going to turn on her. This whore is about to be betrayed. I guess that box wasn't good enough. So it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. And I said once again, that whore is America, Babylon the Great, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that's going to be the ultimate end of America, Babylon the Great, destroyed in 1 hour from nuclear fire. ICBMs shot off by its enemies and also its allies. And you're witnessing in real time the feeling of their allies. Okay? All these nations are trying to do business together in harmony and fairness. And America continues to throw that monkey wrench in their plans. And they're going to come to a realization that they're going to have to destroy this whore. Simple as that. Well, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to put the spirit on them to destroy this whore. You know, either way you look at it, this whore is about to be burned with fire. Okay. Now we know that. Let's go to real quick. Let me play a little bit of this video from World Affairs in Context. And it talks about the BRICS card. All right. Because they unveiled a little bit of their new central bank digital currency, so to speak. Matter of fact, I'm going to rewind a little bit of it. And we're going to speed it up.
Busy month for BRICS members. With the summit coming up in just a matter of days, there's quite a bit of speculation as to whether the bloc will reveal a new payment system and what other surprise announcements might be made at that time. Now, the BRICS members represent 37% of the global economy, so it is absolutely clear that any new developments will be quite consequential as they progress and as they are subsequently adopted by member states. BRICS countries are now among the most significant economic powers in the entire world. As you know, and I mention this quite frequently, the IMF now projects that the growth of BRICS members will outpace that of the G7 countries, including the United States, so definitely something to keep in mind and to be aware of. During the BRICS Business Forum at the International Trade Center in Moscow that was held on October the 17th through October the 18th, a new BRICS Pay card was revealed for the first time. It is part of a new BRICS Pay transaction settlement system, so the card itself is just a small fraction of what is to come and what the BRICS bloc is currently working on. Just as intended, BRICS Pay provides the bloc's member countries with expanded payment options. During the conference, every single person who was in attendance had an opportunity to test this new BRICS Pay card. I believe that each card had a balance on it that allowed an individual to get a coffee or get a light meal. It could be used during the forum on October the 17th through October the 18th in stores with special BRICS Pay markings. To activate that money, one needed to register in the system and then just scan the QR code of the card itself. To make a payment, once the registration was complete, a person needed to scan that QR code from the screen of the employee's phone in the cafe or store from the payment system. So it was quite easy and very, very convenient.
And it's no coincidence that this payment system is dealing with QR codes. All right. This is all gradualism. OK, to set everyone up for this beast system. All right. So real quick, we're going to take a quick pause. I'm going to play a quick clip.
China, we don't use cash anymore. We adopted the Alipay, the WeChat Pay. So if you go China and you use cash, people will find it's very weird.
Living in China, I'm used to cashless payments using QR codes and even facial recognition technology. And now, I can even pay with my bare hands. On May 21st, Chinese tech giant Tencent officially released its WeChat palm payment feature. I'm going to try it out on a subway ride at Daxing Airport Express Line. Let's go.
First, I have to register my palm print on a designated device, linking it to my payment information. Then I need to hold my hand over the scanner at the turnstile with a green ring, which will trigger an automatic payment through my WeChat account.
And just like that, I'm in. The whole palm payment experience was smooth. Even though palm payment is mostly limited to transportation for the time being, in future it could be adopted by stores, restaurants, and many other venues.
Can you tell me about the Chinese social scoring system?
They put in this social scoring system where you get positive points for being a good citizen and negative points for doing things like, I don't know, littering, or committing a crime or something like that. And you get a score. And then that score determines things like, can you shop in certain shops? Or do you have access to other social services? But it's all run from big data. It could be plugged into things like facial recognition so that effectively cameras are monitoring how you're behaving.
So all these technologies, are going to be combined to make up this beast system. All right, this cashless society, this facial recognition technology, AI. That's what it's all about. Okay, ultimately leading to what? Let's grab it. You know where I'm going. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And it reads, and he causeth all Zakar'Yah. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So people using their palm, people using their QR code on their phone is ultimately leading up to you only being able to use your RFID chip implant, which is the mark of the beast. All right. All these other temporary solutions are just getting you used to the system, used to scanning things with your hand. Gradualism. All right. This is how this devil works. OK. All right. So let's go back to the video. We're going to fast forward it a little bit.
Once you watch that video, you will see how easy it is to use. Take a look. This is a great way to illustrate how BRICS-Pay actually works. As you see, this is an officially produced illustration by BRICS-Pay, starting with the setup of your account by entering your phone number, verifying it, and then enabling your Face ID if you wish, and your account is fully set up. Then you go ahead and link your card through the app, and you're ready to pay. Essentially, you scan QR code for payment, but first you need to choose a card that you would like to use and scan the QR code. Okay. It also enables you to check your history of transactions, which I think is a very, very good feature to have. It will also enable you to generate QR code for payment at any store. As you can see, this is very, very easy, and it does have a very user-friendly interface. A group of experts from the Global South that were present during the conference.
So as you can see, it's perfect control, Can't remember who said, give me control of a country's money and I care not who makes the laws. I think it was one of the Rothschilds, if I'm not mistaken. All right. But these elites, these so-called elite banking families, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, these people want complete control. They want a system where they're godlike. They know what you're doing, when you're doing it, who you're doing it with. So if you think all these nations ultimately are in cahoot to implement this system. All right. They're just fighting to see who's going to be in control of it ultimately. And at the end of the day, America, Babylon the Great, back to the topic. I know I'm all over the place. Is completely through, is completely finished. All right. Its NATO allies are joining BRICS. Its allies are looking at it sideways. It's all leading to the end of this place. So let's end it with this. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. And who is this talking about? Sleazy E, Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man. All right, he's in his rulership right now, and it's about to come to an abrupt end. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Yeah, your NATO members, all right? Your EU members, all these nations that broke bread with you and lied in bed with you, they're deceiving you. It reads, and prevailed against thee. They have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a... Zakar'Yah, I received a phone call. So once again, Obadiah 1 and verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding. Right, and these nations that have leached off of America, that have made have made a covenant, with this whore, all right, is about to betray her. All right. So I'm gonna end it there, man. Lord's willing, this was edifying. Shalom Israel. Wa Abad Babal.